Hello and welcome to Healthier Habits. I'm Brian Bessey.
And I'm Sam Gossman.
This is the podcast where we adopt a healthier habit every week and give you all the details.
And for this week, Brian and I will be implementing the healthy habit of proper posture.
But before we get into that, we must talk about last week.
On the last upload of the podcast, Brian and I adopted counting our daily calories and doing 50 push-ups a day.
If you want to know more about calorie counting and or push-ups, you can listen to our last upload on the Branding Iron website, YouTube, or SoundCloud. So Sam, how did last week go for you?
I actually think it went really well, and surprisingly, I was actually able to do all the push-ups I needed to do every day, which is sort of an accomplishment for me regarding commitment.
Yeah, no, that's legit.
So I was surprised at myself for actually being able to do that, and calorie counting was interesting. I learned that I was not eating near enough food, so in effect, I was almost fasting without intending to.
The good kind of fasting,
yeah,
right?
I guess so. I don't know actually if it was good or not, but I did try to eat some more, and so that helped me sort of become conscious of what I was eating.
Yeah. No, I like that too, because every time I would look at what I was eating, and of course the app we use, it was just how much weight do you want to lose? Did you do that too?
I just did maintain weight, because I don't really need to lose any, I don't think. Maybe 5 pounds. But
I set mine up forever ago, and I was my goal is 170. I weigh 190 now, so I would lose about 20 pounds. Yeah. So it was 2,000 calories or so a day.
Yeah, that was mine too.
I would end up seeing my lunches were it was dinners. My dinners were so high because I was doing so much stuff during the day. You know what I mean? There would be a really breakfast would be at 7, and then lunch would be at 11 to 12. You know what I mean? And then a huge gap, just schooling and doing other things, and then I eat dinner. Because I that's the time, I don't know, I'm just not as active usually in my schedule. So yeah. But anyway, you go ahead.
Yeah, well, cons. I'm trying to think of cons.
Well, that's a good sign, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. There's a lot of pros to this. It's hard to find anything wrong with it.
Right.
The only cons I can think of was the push-ups hurt my arms.
Yeah, no, me too. My shoulders and chest. Ooh.
Actually, it was mainly my pecs that I felt.
No. Mine was more the what is that called? A friend of mine was just upper pecs or pit pecs.
I have no
I don't know.
idea.
It was slang. It wasn't an actual thing.
Yeah.
So no cons basically, huh?
Basically, I mean the only con of the calorie counting thing was it made me feel kind of bad about myself for not eating, but in that I sort of started getting better. So it's basically a pro.
You recognize something that you needed to make better.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is that's legit. That's legit. My pros and cons, I have some pros for the counting calories. In regards to calorie counting, I quite enjoyed it, even though I forgot to log all the food I ate,
Oh, yeah?
Because I don't know, I was just around lunchtime, I usually while eating will remember in a panic, and then log my breakfast and lunch. And it's not in my schedule yet, and I think it will be. I just have to believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just kind of go into it. But counting calories, like you were saying, it kept me conscious of what I'm eating, you know what I mean? And realizing some of the bad habits I might have in regards to eating.
Yeah.
I said in the fasting episode that I used cereal as a mechanism for sadness, you know? If I'd feel any emotion, I don't know if I was not angry. I wouldn't angrily eat cereal, but when I was really sad or really stressed about something, it was just you know what? Sugary milk cereal,
that'll make everything better.
It's so much, and it does for a little bit, but then it goes off, and then I have
it's
another
alcohol.
bowl. Oh my! Wow, I'm a cereal-holic, huh?
I guess so.
So for the last week, I just didn't want to go to the store because I was kind of busy, so I didn't go get milk for the entire week, even though I have 15 boxes of cereal. It's not 15, but I mean, anyway, I haven't eaten any cereal since then. I even bought milk this weekend, but I think in recognition, I was just you know what, I just don't want to do it,
Yeah, I get that.
But like I said, last time we had an episode, the fasting episode. I tried to implement this with like fasting, but that habit didn't conform to my schedule or with my health at all.
Exactly.
Like as stated in last week's upload, I said that like fasting was a really bad idea for people who are in high stress or college.
Yeah.
You know, basically the same thing.
Exactly.
So yeah, I would just say like if you're really wanting to lose weight or maintain your weight, or just to look at yourself in a more healthier way, or you know, to try to change your habits, a healthier habit.
Yeah.
I would definitely consider counting calories way over fasting.
Yeah, especially for beginners. If you're a beginner, don't go straight for the throat regarding your food consumption, because it's not easy.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
just gotta go slow.
And I think counting calories is perfect. You know, you start to build that schedule and then you start doing it, and you know, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like you're playing a little game with yourself. Like
Yeah.
it's an app on your phone. You're like, oh, in my little world, I've been eating this, and it'll do this for me.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed that. And the specific the specific app we are not adding advertising for.
Yeah,
right?
this podcast is not sponsored.
Yet. But it's called MyFitnessPal, and it basically like every time you like, you know, eat a Kroger apple, I think is what we said last time.
Yeah.
And Kroger is like food.
Yeah, pretty much all foods.
Like if you're just like, I ate a Kroger apple, you can type it in, and it's just like a Kroger apple has like 100 calories. That's actually like 80 calories compared to like a Walmart apple, which might have 500. That's a
500.
Yeah. I think Kroger is Walmart. But
Probably.
anyway, so yeah, I would definitely say get that if you're doing calories. And it was great. You know, all the pros were there. The only cons I had were like, I just forgot to log them in.
Yeah,
you know?
I did that occasionally, but then I just put them in at the end of the day. I don't see the harm in that if you just remember.
You just have to, you know, build it into your schedule. I said the other con is if you don't have access to a smart device, you know.
Yeah, that
like
might be
calorie
rough.
counting is almost impossible.
Yeah, because how are you going to find out what the calories are
Unless
that you're eating?
like, so it makes sense if you're eating like fast food or something, you know, something you get from the store and it has a label and it's just like, this is how much calories it was, right? Like eating Gardettos this morning, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at it like, oh, okay, I understand, you know, that's how much is in this bag, how many calories, what's up with it.
Yeah, but
right?
some things you get don't have labels. Like if you go to Pita Pit and eat a pita, like you're not gonna really be able to find that easily without this app.
Exactly.
And they actually had the menu on the app for Pita Pit, which I thought was
really?
cool. Yeah.
See, that's cool. Again, we're not advertising this. Like, it's honestly really good. I think there's like a paid version you can do. I have no idea what that does, but like you can do almost anything on this app.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's nice.
I think it's like more tracking if you pay the money for it, but like I wouldn't even consider that to be honest. The free app works pretty well. I mean, if you're really into it, go for it. But you know, but then to move on to the pros of push-ups, here, the pros was like, I love the feeling of, you know, like doing push-ups immediately after going like, ooh, that kind of hurt.
Yeah,
you know?
it feels good, you know. The sore muscles, they feel good. They make you feel like you've done something.
I know, right? Like, I think it was, so we recorded that Monday, and I think that Monday night, you know, last week, you know, I did my 50 push-ups like then, right, for funsies. And I woke up on Tuesday, and I was dead.
Yeah,
like, I remember I couldn't get up, which, like, I was just like, why, you know, but once I did, like, it felt good.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
Especially when you get moving again, it, like, releases those endorphins. It's like, yeah, I'm fit.
It's really good, and I love it. Like, I mean, that's a part of the cons, too. I didn't love waking up every morning being like, why, you know? But also, like, I enjoyed once I got up, you know what I mean? Start doing something, like, it really made me feel good about myself, you know? Like, rather than, like, it didn't, like, make me feel like, oh, yeah, I'm powerful, dude. I'm, like, ripped or whatever, you know? No, I was just like, you know what? I did it.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're trying.
And like, yeah, I'm like doing something, you know? And for those who live in like a small space or like can't afford a membership to wherever, or even like me, don't have the confidence to just walk into a gym.
Yeah,
that's
my problem too.
Like push-ups, it seems like it's a really good way to, you know, do some, you know, some physical activity in your own apartment.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the cons, Yep, that's it. It's literally just the feeling, you know what I mean? Of just like, I don't want to, the pain, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. But, yeah, the pain was the bad part. But to move on to the recommendations here, I'm just going to say yes on both. Like I said before, calorie counting, you know, if you're trying to lose weight, maintain weight, if you're just trying to, you know, adopt some healthier habits, some true healthier habits, oh yeah.
Yeah, these are
That is
good.
definitely one to add. And then push-ups, 50 push-ups a day, why not? You know?
Yeah.
If you're on your off day, let's say you like work out all the time, but you're like, oh no, I can't work out for some specific reason. Do like 50 push-ups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In between whatever else you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do it
I think
anywhere.
it works out. You know, and I'll admit I wasn't able to do it every single day, and that was because of motivation, which I'm trying to get better, and I think I am getting better at, you know.
Yeah.
But when I would do that, it was great. So I would recommend, you know, calorie counting and push-ups. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, I completely agree. I would recommend both.
But then to move on to the game. Let's see here. Let's get to the topic of this upload, posture, or proper posture. Sam and I are going to play the game, quote, "Who said that?" unquote. The game where I tell Sam a quote and she has to guess what famous person was quoted. Or, what famous person was quoted. If Sam wins, she will receive the master prize, a shout out on the next Healthier Habits upload.
A shout out?
Yep.
You mean of like my Instagram?
No. Like, I mean,
What
I'm just
kind
going to
of
be like,
shout
hey, Sam.
Just shout.
Yeah, man.
Shout
just,
me out.
Just I'm going to be like, hey, you guys heard about the Sam person? She's a pretty great person.
Oh, well, I'll be honored, assuming I can even guess
if you
one of
can
these.
win. If you can win. Okay, first quote. Quote. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye.
Sounds like it's from a poem.
I don't know where it's from, but it's from a very inspiring woman.
Very inspiring woman.
Yes.
Is she alive?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, I should have researched that a little bit more. I know she's older, and they did like a musical about her.
Musical.
She went through a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Is it Helen Keller?
Holy, you're so good at this. Yeah, it's Helen
Really?
Keller.
Wow.
Helen Keller, quote, never bend your head and always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye.
I
Yep.
must have heard that somewhere.
That is funny. Yeah, I thought that was really inspirational. 1 point to you, Sam, out of 3. The second quote, be sure to put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Who said that?
That is pretty ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds sort of like it would be some macho man, maybe like an actor.
It is a man.
It is a man.
He was killed by an actor.
Was killed by an actor.
Yep.
I can't think of an actor who's killed somebody.
It was like way back in the day.
Way back in
We
the
weren't
day.
born.
Okay.
Your mom wasn't born.
My mom wasn't born?
Your grandma wasn't born.
My grandma wasn't born.
Probably. I'm
Oh.
assuming.
Was John Wilkes Booth an actor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, it is Abraham Lincoln. He said, quote, be sure to put your feet in the right place, then stand firm, unquote.
Oh, all right.
So there you go. You got 2. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Let's see if you can get a third one for the home run. This is a little lengthy.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And it was a little hard to research, but it was fun. Okay, so, quote, so this is like a script. I'm just going to read it like a script. So, not much lumbar support. Everyone bear in mind, once again, whatever Hank says goes. He's impartial third party. On one hand, the copier's very old. You should see some of the new copiers. You would not believe what they do. So the copier, no, let me finish. Now the chairs. The chairs are very weak chairs. I could not sit all day in this chair. Well, what should I do? Let me see the copier again. So obviously that was not all one person. I was trying to sound like multiple people, but yeah.
Okay, so a guy complaining about the lumbar support of the chairs.
He's not complaining about it. He does complain about it, but it's not like his problem. He's the impartial third party.
Okay.
His name is Hank.
Is this from I'm assuming this is from a show or a movie?
It is from a show.
Hank Hill, like from King of the Hill?
He wasn't in the show very much. I think he like recently passed away too, which is sad.
Dang.
But yeah, he was not a major character.
Oh.
But this whole thing between chairs and copiers, new copier or new chairs.
Oh, I know what this is from. This is from The Office.
It is from The Office.
I don't know which characters are saying it though. Obviously,
it's Hank. It's Hank. It's already there. But you got it, Sam. You got all 3 right. But Sam, yep, you got all 3 correct, and that means that the next episode of Healthier Habits, you get a shout out.
Well, this is very surprising, but I accept this very prestigious prize with honor.
Great job, Sam, but we now have to move on to healthier habits, or the health benefits of this healthier habit of proper posture. And if you, the viewer, want to know our sources, they will be down in the description.
All right, so the health benefits of proper posture. Obviously, it's going to be healthy either way. Everybody knows that you always want to improve your posture. I mean, usually it's just like, so you look strong, you look good, you don't look like you're lazy. But good posture is important to balance. By standing up straight, you center your weight over your feet. This also helps you maintain correct form while exercising, which results in fewer injuries and greater gains. So aside from just looking like you're strong, it helps you actually become strong through exercise.
All right.
So, and poor posture isn't necessarily a bad habit either. Physical reasons for poor postures include inflexible muscles that decrease range of motion. So sometimes you can't even help having poor posture. Unless you try super hard. Overly tight chest muscles can pull your shoulders forward, things like that. Overly tight, shortened hip muscles tug your upper body forward. Muscle strength affects balance in a number of ways. The core muscles of the backside, pelvis, and buttocks form a...
Are you really laughing at buttocks?
I'm sorry. It's just, I didn't expect it. They form a sturdy central link between your upper and lower body. So weak core muscles encourage slumping, which tips your body forward and thus off balance.
Well, that doesn't happen for me, because I have like the 6-pack going on.
Yeah, totally.
It's more like a 1-pack, I'll be honest.
Totally shredded.
Yeah.
But, strong lower leg muscles also help keep you steady when standing. So that's sort of the foundation. Okay,
and then we're going to go right into how to practice good posture. I'll take over for this part here. It's from Harvard. So Harvard says, or at least this article says, you need to keep your chin parallel to the floor. Shoulders even. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down to help achieve this, apparently. You need to have a neutral spine. I found in my research that they often recited like a neutral spine is what you really need. Like you can't be like stiff about it. You got to be neutral.
Yeah.
So no flexing or arcing or overemphasizing the curve of your lower back. Arms at your sides with elbows straight and even. Abdominal muscles braced. Hips even. Knees even and pointed straight ahead. And body weight distributed evenly on both feet.
It's a lot to this, folks. When I tried to fix my posture in high school, I just focused on the back, back and shoulders, but I guess I need to really focus on putting my knees forward now.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to have good posture right now because I have to kind of lean over the mic right now, you know? So every time we say a thing like do this thing, I'm just like, I can't do it. So, Sam, what does good posture mean?
Well, it means keeping your bones and joints in the correct alignment so that muscles are being used properly. That's always a plus. It helps decrease the abnormal wearing of joint surfaces so you don't get a bunch of arthritis.
Okay, legit.
Decreases the stress on your ligaments holding the joints of the spine together.
That's important.
Yes, definitely. It prevents the spine from becoming fixed in abnormal positions. Looking at you, scoliosis. Prevents fatigue because muscles are being used more efficiently, allowing the body to use less energy. Prevents backache and muscular pain, which is always a plus.
Oh, the last one's hilarious.
Oh, yeah? Oh, contributes to a good appearance.
That's the most important one for college students right there.
Yeah. That mentality is wonderful.
Now, you might be asking yourself, too, though, how do I sit properly? Well, you got to keep your feet on the floor or on a footrest if they don't reach the floor, of course. Don't cross your legs. Your ankles should be in front of your knees, so never cross your legs ever. If anyone sees you... No, I'm just kidding. Keep a small gap between the back of your knees and the front of your seat. Okay. Your knees should be at or below the level of your hips. Adjust the backrest of your chair to support your low and mid back, or use a back support of some kind. Relax your shoulders and keep your forearms parallel with the ground. Avoid sitting in the same position for long periods of time.
Yeah, don't play too much video games, kids.
Oh, trust me, that's all I did this weekend.
All right, so you may be wondering, how do I stand properly? So you have to bear your weight primarily on the balls of your feet. Keep your knees slightly bent. Keep your feet about shoulder width apart. Let your arms hang naturally down the sides of the body.
All of these have your arms just dangling. Do you not use your arms?
You're not allowed to do anything with your arms.
Come on, Harvard. Actually, this isn't Harvard right now, but come on. Okay, yeah.
All right. So stand straight and tall with your shoulders pulled backward. Tuck your stomach in for those pictures. Keep your head level. Your earlobes should be in line with your shoulders. Do not push your head forward, backward, or to the side. You can't look around.
Yep, no.
It's
You can't look around. Don't use your arms. Never cross your legs. Okay. No, that's
There's
funny.
no being ladylike.
Yeah, exactly.
All man spreads. All right, so shift your weight from your toes to your heels or one foot to the other if you have to stand for a long time.
And lastly, we went over sitting, standing. And what else is there? Lying down. What's some proper posture for lying down, you may ask? Well, you find a mattress that is right for you. While a firm mattress is generally recommended, some people find that softer mattresses reduce their back pain. Your comfort is important.
Indeed.
I mean, I don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
But,
I only have one.
Next time I go for a mattress, I'll look for one that's better, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'll try not to spend $1,000, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like this one doesn't really apply. Anyway, sleep with a pillow. Who sleeps without a pillow?
Who doesn't sleep with... Yeah, that's...
What kind of monster? Well, I shouldn't say... If you're listening to this and you don't use a pillow... Apparently, you're supposed to use a pillow. Special pillows are available to help with postural problems resulting in a poor sleeping position. But seriously,
Yeah.
get a pillow. Avoid sleeping on your stomach. I have a problem with that one. I only sleep on my stomach.
I sleep on every part of my body.
Just like,
Yeah, I don't rule myself on...
No. Yeah, don't sleep on your stomach. Apparently, that's not going to stop me. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I sleep well. Well, the last thing you should do while laying down for proper position, lying down, is sleeping on your side or back is often more helpful for back pain. If you sleep on your side, place a pillow between your legs. If you sleep on your back, place a pillow underneath your knees, apparently.
My mom does the thing between her legs.
I think I've seen that before. I think my mom does that too, except for the Tempur-Pedic bed. How it does like the boop, boop, boop,
Yeah.
where it goes down on the from the back, it goes down, then it goes back at the knees, back up at the knees, and then back down towards the legs. Yeah, so I think it's this general same thing. But like we said before, all of this information can be found in the description. Sorry we didn't say that before, but yeah, if you want to know more about this stuff, just go into the description and you'll find it there.
Yeah.
But now we're going to move on to things I found on the internet.
Wonderful.
This is about proper posture, of course. So number one, I found that this article saying math with good posture can lead to better scores, this study suggests. So a new study finding that students perform better at math while sitting with good posture could have implications from other kinds of performance under pressure. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, that is definitely cool. I mean, I guess I could, maybe if you're more comfortable and your back's not hurting while you're doing math, you might be a little less stressed about the fact that you're doing math.
Yeah, exactly. And then so this study did 125 college students were tested to see how well they could perform simple math, whatever that is, while either slumped over or sitting up straight with shoulders back and relaxed. And 56% of students reported finding it easier to perform the math in the upright position. Yeah. Number two this is from an article called 50 Great Mitch Hedberg Jokes on what would have been his 50th birthday. I was right. It's 50th, not 40th.
50.
And so this is this joke. If you're a fish and you want to become a fish stick, you have to have really good posture. You can't be a slouchy fish or you'll be a fish clump.
Oh. I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, so don't be a fish clump out there.
Yeah. Be healthy fish sticks.
But the last one we have here is number 3, Upright Go. It's the habit-forming wearable that corrects your posture. So what it is Upright Go Posture Trainer is a small, comfortable, and discreet...
Discreet.
You should see the pictures for this. Search up Upright Go. It is weird. Okay,
is
so
it not discreet?
Okay, it's just like a white thing you just put on your neck.
Oh,
it's like it looks like a little teardrop. It's almost like lapis lazuli in Steven Universe, except it's white and just right on your neck there.
Cool.
But attaches to your back of your neck. The company has turned to crowdfunding twice to develop this product, which has since gone on to become one of the most popular wearables for correcting bad posture. That's hilarious.
There are other wearables?
They're assuming that you'd think there are other things. But this little gadget sits on the back and vibrates to make sure you're aware of your slouch.
Like it screams at you when you start to
No. It just like buzzes on your back. So the accompanying, of course, there's an app for this. The accompanying smartphone app provides you with a variety of custom programs to gradually train your upper back and shoulders muscles to build muscle memory, strength, and awareness, and to encourage better postural habits. And then like in the tracking, actually this is kind of cool. So the tracking mode of the Upright Go can be worn to track and record the user's posture data while moving them throughout the day, so you can see what's going on with your posture.
Wow.
Like, it's cool.
It's just like counting calories.
And again, like, this is not an ad, but it goes about $60 and up. So if you really want to get one of these for the next week as you're doing it with Sam and I would not do that because the shipping would probably take a week.
I know, I'm not.
But yeah, that is the Upright Go, and that is the end of this segment, this brand new segment called Things I Found on the Internet.
I think that went pretty well.
Thank you.
We have to end the show right there, but if you want more information about proper posture, you can look in the descriptions and read from our sources.
Also, comment on this upload and tell us what healthier habits you want to hear about, and or to see Sam and I suffer through.
And remember, we also have social media on Insta, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yep, Facebook. We promise we are not Russian hackers.
Check back next week when Brian and I tell you about our experience with implementing proper posture and introduce our next healthier habit.
And as always, be safe and be healthier.
Bye!
Bye! Sam, we did it. We did it, Sam. We did it. We did it. We did it.
We did.